Okay, students, for the any entrance examination point of view based on the first year syllabus, 11th class syllabus, ionic equilibrium plays vital role. This is the most scoring chapter in the physical chemistry, entire physical chemistry. This is the most important chapter, most scoring chapter. If you understand it nicely, main problem is understanding concept is not sufficient. At the same time, you should also know for the time management, know for the application of that concept into the numerical. Okay, so let's discuss mains level, mains test conducted on the ionic equilibrium. Okay, so this is the first question: which of the following is amphoteric species? All should be, all set, all ion species given in that must be amphoteric species. The question, is it understood? So before proceeding, amphoteric means it should be able to lose H plus, okay, and it should be able to gain H plus, okay, it should be able to gain H plus, then it is called as amphoteric. Okay, for checking the amphoteric property, we should check it in the two ways: it should be able to lose and it should be able to gain. So let's consider like this one. H3O obviously can lose H plus, but it cannot gain H plus. Okay. So because of this, this set does not contain all amphoteric. Is it understood? Now let's come to the next part, this one. See, it appeared to be H plus lose and H plus gain. This is no problem. It can lose H plus to form OH minus. It can gain H plus form to form H3O plus. Okay. Like this, it can lose H plus to form PO3 3 minus, and it can gain, sorry, here also problem, HPO3 2 minus. It appeared to be acid, but it is not. This structure specially I have explained about this. See, this is the H3PO3, H3PO4 structure. Okay. So here it is H3PO, PO3, only three oxygens are there. Okay. This is the corresponding acid structure. Now to remove the two hydrogens. Okay. So this is the condition. This is the structure of HPO3 2 minus. HPO3 2 minus. Okay. So already you must be aware the hydrogen which is not directly connected to oxygen cannot be lost. Therefore, this is not amphoteric because it cannot lose H plus. Like that you can cross check. Okay. Now if you compare here, all of them are eligible to lose as well as gain. So option 3 is correct for the first question. Is the question and approach, is it understood? So in this, first of all, each and every species you need to check with the whether it will be able to lose H plus or not, or it will be able to gain H plus or not. Some suppose if you are lucky enough, in the first only you got this one, so you need not to check, because if one of the species is not satisfying either of the two condition, you need not to go further. This is what called as a time management. Instead of checking everything, you should save up time. If you are confirmed that it is not at all, then you need not to go further. Like here, I understood this is not at all, and here I am confirmed that these three are possible, then I am not gone through this. Okay, so time management as well as application of the concept. Okay, both, is it understood? Okay, next question is based upon the Bronsted ionic equilibrium, Bronsted acid base concept. Okay, so this is reverse. You should approach this question in the reverse manner. Okay, so if you have to compare the basic strength, you make them as acid. So this is made from the HCl. This is made from the HCl. This is made from the HBr. This is made from the HI. Okay, so from here to here, acidic strength, what happens, increases, because these are the hydracids. In hydracid we should approach according to the bond length. Higher the bond length, then higher will be the tendency to lose H plus, therefore stronger will be the acid. Okay, now this is the weak acid. What is this? This is the weak acid. So according to Bronsted concept, conjugate base of a weak acid is strong, and conjugate acid of a weak base is strong. Same way, so it is the weakest acid. So this is going to be its conjugate base. What is it? Cn minus is the strongest acid. It is the strongest acid. How it is strongest acid? Sorry, strongest base. Okay. If acid is weak, conjugate base is going to be strongest. So answer to this question is first option. That is Cn minus. Is it understood? Okay, this is just previous question, just like previous question, but way of asking is different. Here, values also given. Okay, so as per the Ka value, higher the Ka, stronger will be the acid. Okay, higher will be the higher the Ka, stronger will be the acid. Okay, so strongest weak acid for strongest base. What we have to select? Weakest acid we have to select. Okay, so weakest acid is this one because this is 10 to the power of minus 11. So weakest base, its conjugate base will be strongest base. Okay, this is weakest acid, its conjugate base, that is CO3 2 minus will be the strongest conjugate base. That's why option A is correct. Okay. So here it is given, normally we will find Kw of water as 10 to the power of minus 14. Okay. When Kw is equal to 10 to the power of minus 14, that time for pH and pOH of the same solution, we will take it as a 14. Okay. But here it is given as 10 to the power of minus 13. So pH plus pOH. pH plus pOH is going to be how much? 13. So option D is correct or option 4th is correct. Okay. Okay, in this question, like water, autoprotolysis is also undergone by the ammonia. Okay. In ammonia, what happens? Ammonia react with one more ammonia to form NH4 positive plus NH2 negative. This is called as autoprotolysis of ammonia. Okay, but here it is called as a self-dissociation constant. Okay, now here question is how many ammonium ions are present. That means see these two concentration must be same because this is self-protolysis. So this will be 10 to the power of minus 15. This will be 10 to the power of minus 15. By multiplying, how much you will get? 10 to the power of minus 30. Okay. So in this concentration of NH4 positive is equal to 10 to the power of minus 15 molarity. Okay. So molarity we got, volume we have. Okay. Number of moles we will find out. Number of moles of NH4 is equal to molarity into volume. Molarity is 10 to the power of minus 15. Volume is 100 cc. That means 0.1. So 10 to the power of minus 16 moles. Okay. So, but you have to multiply it with Avogadro number because question is about number of ions. Okay. So I am multiplying this with Avogadro number to get the number of ions. So 6 into 10 to the power of 23. Already it is given into 10 to the power of minus 16. So this will get 10 to the power of 7. 6 into 10 to the power of 7. That's why 55th. Sorry, fifth question answer is second answer. Sorry, third option. Okay. Answer is what? Third option. 6 into 10 to the power of 7 is the correct option. Note down this. Okay, go through this question like because of this type of question only I explain through the derivation. Okay, so some students may feel that how the derivation will come in the examination. This is how questions will be based upon the derivation procedure. Okay, here they have given H positive and ionic product of water, pure water. Okay, so this is the keyword of this question. So, and they want H positive is given as 5 into 10 to the power of minus 7. They want Kw. Okay. So, all of you must be aware for pure water, concentration of H plus is equal to concentration of OH minus. Okay. For acidic water, H plus will be greater. For basic water, OH minus will be greater. But for pure water, During the derivation only I have explained H plus into OH minus, both concentration will be same, and therefore it is 5 into 10 to the power of minus 7. And Kw formula is concentration of H plus into concentration of OH minus. So we can write it as a 5 into 10 to the power of minus 7 whole square. Okay. So after doing this, you will get 25 into 10 to the power of minus 14. Is there anywhere there? But it is 2.5 into 10 to the power of minus 13 is the correct answer. Okay. So make a note of it. Okay. For this type of question only, we have a specific lecture, pH of mixture. Okay. So first let us find out about the equivalents, otherwise moles. Okay. So number of moles of NaOH is equal to 4 divided by 40. It is equal to how much? 0.1. Is it understood what is 40? 40 is the molecular mass of NaOH. Understood? Then number of moles of H2SO4 will be 4.9 divided by 98. 98 is the molecular mass of sulfuric acid. Okay. So therefore what it will have? It is going to have 0.05. Okay. Now let us see reaction. 2 NaOH plus H2SO4 reverse gives Na2SO4. Here I have not written reversible because both are strong acid and strong base. 2H2O. Is it understood? So here 2 moles requires 1 mole. So 0.1 require. Okay. So 2 moles of NaOH require 0.1. So 0.1 requires 0.05. That means exactly as per requirement they are there. So there will be complete neutralization. Once it is complete neutralization, salt of strong acid and strong base will form. So need not to calculate anyhow. Directly you can write it as 7.0. Okay, because of the complete neutralization and both are strong acid and strong base. Therefore, pH will be 7. Okay. If acid is weak, then pH will be greater than 7. If base is weak, pH will be greater than less than 7. But both are strong and equal quantity also as per requirement available. Hence, pH is equal to how much? 7. Okay, this is called as an amphiprotic salt. What it is? It is basically salt, but still it can lose H plus and it can gain H plus. Okay. So in place of the sodium, it can gain H plus, and because of this, it can lose H plus also. So for that pKa1 plus pKa2 by 2. Okay. So but here it is already 2 hydrogens are replaced. Therefore, we will start with pKa2 and plus pKa3 by 2. Okay. So therefore, for amphiprotic, answer will be 1 by 2 of. If second dissociation is there, then it will be pKa2 plus pKa3 by 2. Okay. So this is directly we can do technically. How technically? See, pH is how much it is? 4. Okay. Diluted by 100 times. Diluted by how many times? 100 times. But diluted by 100 times. But what happened? Concentration is diluted by 100 times. And it is a weak monoprotic acid. So there will be square root will be there. What will be there? Square root of Ka into C. Understood? Once it is, concentration is decreased by 100 times. Because of that square root, there will be only one increment. How much increment? There will be only one increment. Okay. So 4 is there. On dilution, pH will increase. But because of 100 times, square root of 100 will be 10. So it will be increased by only 1. Okay. Okay, so answer you will get 5. Is it understood? Because of square root of, otherwise suppose if it is a strong acid, then it will increase by 2 times. For every 10 times pH will increase by 1, and for base it will be decreased by 1. Okay. If you add acid, pH will decrease. If you add base, pH will increase. but 100 times will give you 2 plus, and 1000 times will give you 3 plus. Okay, because logarithm is applied. Okay, you are given with Ka. What you are given with? You are given with Kas, and what else given? Concentrations are also given. Okay, so obviously concentration Ka is equal to what? Concentration of HCO O minus into, sorry for this, okay, HCO O minus into H plus divided by concentration of HCO OH. Okay, same way concentration of, let us take for acid Ka1, for the other acid Ka2, it will be F minus, what it is going to be, F minus plus H plus divided by concentration of HF. Okay, so this is 1 and this is 2. So all are given. Okay, here concentration is given, those two, 0.2 and 0.1, and H plus both are common, so they will get cancelled. And on simplifying, I hope you will get C option. C option is 2:3.3. What is the answer? C option is 2.3, 2 to 3.3. Okay. So I hope on simplification, this is simply depending on the simplification only. Okay. So note down this. If you got any doubt or any value change, you can ask. Okay, in this question, find, this is one of the good question, you mark it, and before examination, you can go through this type of questions. Okay. Find concentration of S2 minus. If solution of 0.1 molarity H2S, okay, pH is how much? 2, by adding K. Okay, so K, H2S is a diprotic acid. H2S will dissociate to give 2H plus S2 minus. Okay, so for this Ka is equal to concentration of H plus whole square, concentration of S2 minus divided by concentration of H2S. Okay, and we have to find out S2 minus. Question is what? S2 minus concentration. Okay, and I hope rest all are given. See, Ka is given as 1.2 into 10 to the power of minus 21. Concentration is given as 10 to the power of minus 1. 0.1 means 10 to the power of minus 1. pH is given 2. Therefore, 10 to the power of minus 2 to the power of 2. So by substituting all three values, Ka is given, H plus is given, and H2S is given, you can find out the S2 minus. Okay. So substitute and simplify, you will get answer. Let me know. So on simplifying this, you will get 1.2 into 10 to the power of minus 18. How much you will get? 1.2 into 10 to the power of minus 18 is the final answer. Okay, note down this. Okay, in this question, this is very interesting and very repeated question. Okay, so main problem lies here, 3/4 and 1/4. Question is 3/4 and 1/4 stages of neutralization. Okay, so 3/4 and 1/4 means here we are titrated with. That means this is neutralized by, this is neutralized by acetic acid. Okay, so if you carefully observe, this is a strong base and it is a weak acid. So during the neutralization, there will be formation of buffer. What will be there? Formation of buffer. Okay. So 1/4 neutralization. Okay. So titrated with. That means NaOH is there. NaOH is there. We are adding CS3COOH. Okay. So out of this, only 1/4 is concentrated. 1/4 is neutralized. So 3/4 will be as it is, and 1/4 will be salt. 3/4 will be base. Okay, is titrated with point this. Okay, so this will be 3/4 and salt formed will be 1/4. Is it understood? And 3/4 means 3/4 is titrated, so it will be left over 1/4 here, and 3/4 will be salt. So there will be two equations. There will be how many equations? Two equations. Okay, so pH1 and pH2. pH1 minus pH2, if you are subtracting, this pKa is not required because in both condition weak acid is only there. Acid is same. So on simplification here 3 log 3 will be 2 times. Okay, one will be log 3 of this one, another will be log 3 of the other part. Okay. So one will be log 3 of this and another will be log 3 of the other part. So you will get 2 log 3. I think on simplification, the same question is discussed. Same question is discussed in our one of the buffer solution. Okay. So listen carefully. Once again, I am explaining. During neutralization, 1/4 neutralization. 1/4 neutralization means 1/4 will be salt formed. What will be the salt formed? 1/4 of the salt will be formed. Remaining 3/4 will be. Remaining 3/4 will be as it is. Okay. So salt upon acid, salt upon base, like that. If you substitute both condition, 1/4, 1/4 will get cancelled. Only log 3 will stay in the both condition. Okay. So 3 log 3 plus log 3, you will get how much? 2 log 3, pH1 and pH2, minus of minus. One will be log 3, another will be minus log 3. So both will be added up to give you the 2 log 3 as an answer. What will be the answer? 2 log 3 will be the answer. So according to this, what is the option? Fourth option. That is D option is correct. 2 log 3. Okay. If you further still any requirement of simplification, I am only leaving it as a simplification, but other part is already explained along with the simplification in our video lectures. Okay. So otherwise you can just understand if you already attended that lecture, then it will be just like revision only. Okay. Okay, like this question, what you have to do, first of all, write whatever it is given. Okay. pH of solution formed by mixing. See, weak acid concentration is given, salt is given. Okay. So weak acid and salt, immediately it should strike into your mind that this question is related to. Related to what? If we are given with something information about the weak acid and salt of weak acid with strong base. So the information which it is related to buffer, and which buffer? Acidic buffer. So immediately write down that formula. pH is equal to pKa plus log of concentration of salt. Here salt is whom? CH3COONA divided by CH3 C double bond OH. Okay. So let's see here. This is 4.8. This is also 4.8. pH is 4.8. pK is also 4.8. This is very lucky because if these two are same, that means this has to be 0. If this has to be 0, then what has to be there? Log 1. Log 1 is 0. Log 1 means this concentration, this moles must be same. Okay. So concentration of CH3, C double bond ONA. See, without any simplification, like this values if we get, then it is very easy. Okay. What values we are getting? See, here 4.8, 4.8. Because of that, lot of simplification have been saved. So 4.8, 4.8 means this will be 0. This 0 means log 1. 1 means these two concentration must be same. So CH3COONA is equal to CH3COOH. That means M1 V1 is equal to M2 V2. So by applying 25, salt is about 25. Okay. And molarity we want to find out. And acid 0.2 into 50. So this will be how much? 4. 4 into 25. That means 0.4 is the correct answer. What is the correct answer? 0.4 is the answer. Okay. So note down this. If suppose if you are not given same, then what you will do? You will take this side, then until a lot of simplification you have to do that. Okay. Okay. See here. In this one for buffer, what should be extra? Either weak acid plus salt must be there, or weak base plus salt must be there. Okay. So here see, this is also same, this is also same. So complete salt will formation will be there. So salt hydrolysis. So this cannot be. Here see, base is extra, but we want that acid should be extra. That's why this is not there. See, weak acid is extra, therefore this is the correct answer. Okay. Here also there was a chance, but both are same quantity. Volume also same, normality also same. Therefore, you will go for which option? C option. Okay. Here salt hydrolysis, here salt hydrolysis, and here POH formula. Okay. What you will send? You will send the POH formula. You will apply the POH formula, salt hydrolysis and salt hydrolysis. Okay. So, but formulas will be different. Here salt hydrolysis of weak base and here salt hydrolysis of weak acid. Is it understood? Okay, next question is find pH of 0.1 molarity C6H5 C6H5O minus solution. Okay, Ka value is given and options I am giving you 10.51 and 11.04 and 11.00. Okay, and 12.00. So like this you can solve and let me know the actual answer. So here you are given with concentration 0.01, Ka is given, but we want the base. Okay, it is acid conjugate base. So conjugate base will be 1 into 10 to the power of minus 10 if it is there, then another will be 10 to the power of minus 4. Okay, so after simplifying like this, then you will get answer of 11. Okay. So C also you got, KB also you got. Okay. So from that what you can find out square root of KB into C. KB into C you will get 10 to the power of, you can write it as a 10 to the power of minus 2. So POH, PH is equal to square root of KB into C. Okay. So 10 to the power of minus 2 into 10 to the power of minus this will be POH, base it is there, no? Minus 4. So 10 to the power of minus 3. So POH will be 3. So pH he wants, so 11. What is the answer? pH will be 11. Okay. So pH is 11. Okay, next question is which of the following salt will produce acidic solution? That means pH must be less than 7. Okay. Actually, this is a more than one correct answer. To give you in the mains, this has been converted into single correct option by giving the answers like this. Okay. So along with the reason, you should be knowing that. Okay. See here, NH4Cl. It is a salt of weak base NH3 and strong acid HCl. Therefore, this is going to be acidic. Here actually it is strong acid, strong base, but because of this it is acidic. 1 and 2 are confirmed. Here it is weak acid, strong base, so it is going to be basic. It is neutral because strong acid, strong base. So only 1 and 2. That's why B option will be correct. Which option will be correct? Only B option will be correct. Okay, in this question, very simple, direct question, but small twist is there. NaOCl, okay? And what you want to find out? OH minus, okay? First, by using the salt hydrolysis formula, you can find out pH. From pH, you can find out POH. From POH, you can find out OH minus, okay? So OH minus answer you will get how much? 10 to the power of minus 6. This is the first question, direct formula, single formula based question. Okay. Only thing twist over here is KB is given. What you have to find out? Ka of HOCl you have to find out. For that, what you will use? KB into Ka is equal to Kw. By using that, you will get the Ka value. By substituting in the formula, you will get pH. Subtracting from 14, you will get POH from pOH you can find out OH concentration, which will be 10 to the power of minus 6. I think you will get that answer only. Okay. See, options are so closely placed and very confusing. 3.8, 3.8 and 7.2, 7.2. Okay. If you make some small mistake, also you will get the right option. Okay. So that is the problem with the options when your confidence level is not up to the mark. Okay. So you cannot do the guesswork. You have to be with full potential to give you the accurate answer. Okay. First of all, procedure everybody must know. What is the procedure? See, NH4Cl and NH4OH. Two things are mixed. Weak base and salt of the weak base with the strong acid. So is it strike to your mind? Henderson equation you will use, and all information relevant to the Henderson equation already given. So by substituting and simplifying, you will get answer as 7.2 into 10 to the power of minus 5. Okay. So here we are volume of NaOH is 0. That means we have acid. So once we have acid, pH should start from the low. Okay. Here it is starting from high. Here it is starting from high. So either of this can be there. Understood? But it will not be a linear graph. It will be a curvilinear. Therefore, what is the answer? Answer will be B. How we will come to know, is it understood? See, here it is volume of NaOH is given. That means acid is titrated by using base. So once volume of NaOH is 0, pH will be low, acid is there. Then when you keep on adding the base, then pH will increase. Is it understood? Equivalence point and end point difference I clearly mentioned. Okay. End point depends on indicator. Equivalence point depends on neutralization and formation of salt. Okay. Okay, in this question, we got the both sparingly soluble salts. Okay, first one is what is the first one? Barium chromate and strontium chromate. Both are sparingly soluble salt. Okay, but out of them, one will precipitate immediately, another will precipitate later. Okay, question is that once one of them is precipitating, starts precipitating. Once SrCrO4 starts precipitating, how much Ba2 plus is left over? Both concentrations are given, and here 0.1 molarity barium 2 plus, 0.1 molarity Sr2 plus. Okay. So by substituting this concentration, we can find out the SrO4, CrO4 2 minus. Then by value substituting in the other, you will get the concentration of the Ba2 plus still left over. So I will tell you with stepwise. Okay. Okay, this is the stepwise explanation. Already concentration of strontium it is given. How much it is? 10 to the power of minus 1. So Ksp of strontium also we know. 3.6 into 10 to the power of minus 5. Okay. So if you put this, okay, actually concentration of strontium into concentration of CrO4 2 minus is equal to this one. Okay. So already we know one of the values. Strontium if I put, then I will get CrO4 2 minus. How much it is? 3.6 into 10 to the power of minus 4. 3.6 into 10 to the power of how much? Minus 4. Okay. So you got barium chromate value. Also we got barium chromate value. Simply substitute chromate value here and Ksp here, you will get the concentration of Ba2 plus. From one salt we have found the chromate concentration, substituted the chromate concentration in the other formula with Ksp, you will get the barium 2 plus. Very simple two steps answer. And for this question, answer will be, I think, A answer. Okay, 7.2. Sorry, wait. 3.3 into 10 to the power of minus 7. A answer will be the correct answer. Okay, note down this procedure. Okay, here solubility product is given. How much it is? 1.5 into 10 to the power of minus 9. So KSP of BaSO4 is equal to concentration of Ba into concentration of SO4. Okay, and we wanted to find out solubility. So let us take this as S and this also S. But BaCl2 is added. So this will be how much? 0.1. 0.1 plus S, because this is also giving the common ion of Ba2 plus. Okay, so this is giving 0.1 barium and already solubility will be 0.1. So here you can neglect this value because S is very smaller when compared to 0.1. So we can write it as a 0.1 into S. 0.1 into S, KSP is equal to how much? 1.5 into 10 to the power of minus 9. So this can be 10 to the power of minus 1 into S. So 1.5 into 10 to the power of minus 9. So S is equal to 1.5 into 10 to the power of minus 8. Okay. So this value is exactly matching with where it is exactly matching with this value minus 8 minus 8. So X is equal to how much? 1.50. Okay, X value is how much? 1.50, 2 decimal place. Okay, note down this. Okay, this is another integer type question. Here you are given with weak acid as Ka. Ka is given equilibrium constant required for reaction with strong base is 1 into 10 to the power of y, and you have to find out y value. Simply he is asking about the Kb, but we can write it as a equilibrium constant. Okay, so Ka upon K equilibrium is equal to Kw. Understood? So K equilibrium is equal to Ka upon Kw. So K is how much? 10 to the power of minus 5 and Kw will be 10 to the power of minus 14. So this is going to be 10 to the power of how much it is? 9. So y is equal to 9. Y is equal to how much? It is 9. Okay. Okay, very simple question, but appearing to be tough. See, weak acid HA. HA will liberate as H positive plus A minus. Okay, and pH is given. So pH is how much? 10 to the power of minus 4. Okay, pH if it is 4, then concentration of H plus will be 10 to the power of minus 4. But according to this, it will be square root of Ka into C. How much it is? Square root of Ka into C. Because as per the Oswald dilution law, very first lecture of the ionic equilibrium, okay, concentration of H plus is how much? Square root of Ka into C. And C is given as how much? 10 to the power of minus 2. So Ka we have to find out, not Ka, pKa we have to find out. First, let us find out the pKa. Ka, then we will find it out the pKa. Okay. So square root of Ka into 10 to the power of minus 2 is equal to 10 to the power of minus 4. Squaring on both sides, Ka into 10 to the power of minus 2, it is equal to 10 to the power of minus 8. Ka is equal to 10 to the power of minus 6. So pK it is going to be how much? 6. pK is going to be 6. So answer is 6. Okay, here molar solubility of FeOH whole twice is given. S is given. What is given? S is given. Then pH is equal to 13. See how confusing. pH is given, but it is base. Okay. FeOH whole twice. Reversible. Fe2 plus 2OH minus. Okay. Now here KSP is equal to concentration of Fe2 plus into concentration of OH minus to the power of 2. KSP. KSP is how much? 8 into 10 to the power of minus 16. Fe2 plus we don't know. That is what? Solubility. Okay. And here actually S plus this value. 10 to the power of minus 1. Why 10 to the power of minus 1? See, pH is equal to 13. So pOH will be how much? 1. pOH is 1. So 10 to the power of minus 1 is the OH minus concentration. Okay. So minus 1, if you substitute here, minus 2. So S is equal to 8 into 10 to the power of minus 14. So minus 14 matching. Therefore, X is equal to how much? 4. X is equal to how much? It is 4. Okay. Note down this. Okay, here the last question. pH of a solution is 4.3. OH minus of the solution is 2 into 10 to the power of. Then what is X? Okay, so if pH is equal to 4.3, simply pOH will be, how much it will be? 14 minus 4.3. That will be 9.7, I hope. 9.7 or 8.7. Okay, so this is 9.7. Understood? So POH means negative log of OH minus is equal to 9.7. Okay, concentration of OH minus will be anti-log of, okay, anti-log of minus 9.7. See, whenever you will get minus value anti-log, you will write it as a anti-log of, okay, anti-log of what you will write? Uh, 10 minus zero point 0.7, okay, 0.3 I think, okay. So 10 minus 0.3. So that you will get the value, positive value, minus 10 plus 0.3, okay. Minus 10 plus 0.3 will get minus 9.7. So this will give you the 10 to the power of minus 10. We are interested only about x value. 0.3 is of the log 2. Okay. So 2 into 10 to the power of minus 10. Therefore, our value, what is the x value? X is equal to 10. Okay. X is equal to how much? 10. Is it understood? So mainly you have to know the log and anti-log value.